I want to talk a little bit about dome fabric and the pressure within a dome. So domes are made of a PVC thick architectural fabric with a weatherproof coating. This dome has a Tedlar coating, which is a specific coating made by DuPont, the chemical company. And the dome is kept inflated. It's made of these panels of PVC fabric that are welded, dielectrically welded together, and to create an envelope. And that envelope is inflated through air blowers and kept at a constant structural pressure. Typically, that pressure is about 1 inch of water column, give or take, as its normal operating pressure. So if I press on this dome, you can see that it's pretty tight. This dome particularly has 2 layers of fabric, and I'm going to quickly cut to a video of me pushing on that interior layer of fabric where you can see that it's not under a lot of tension at all. That's because this exterior layer is the layer of the dome that's under pressure and tension and feeling that pressure of the dome. Now, why do we have 2 layers? One that's under tension and the interior layer that's not? Because there's an air gap between the exterior layer and the interior layer, which creates an insulation gap. So it reduces your utility costs if, for example, like this dome, you needed to temperature control the dome. I also want to call out a difference between this part of the dome, which is very taut, and this part of the dome. You can see I can push in, it's not as tight. So what is this? As you can see, there are doors right here. Now, in an air dome, naturally, with a little bit of wind, the dome is going to naturally move and deflect a little bit. But you have doors that are stationary that can't move. So how do you account for the dome moving a little bit with the stationary item? We create a boot or a fabric shroud around the door with a stress relieving cable, which is right here, and an extra amount of fabric that is under low pressure. So the full pressure of this area where the door is taken up by this stress relieving cable that goes all the way around the stationary item, whether it be the door or an HVAC duct. And there's this extra piece of fabric that as the dome moves, this can move with it and protect the door and have the fabric not pull away from the door. So if you have any questions about our fabric and about dome pressure, feel free to reach out to us.